Good morning, everybody. It's a pretty almost spring day, not quite spring yet, but the weather is feeling really nice today. And so I'm off from my job and I'm gonna get out in this yard and do some spring cleanup in these flower beds. Danny's gonna help me, thank goodness. It's gonna be a pretty big job because I haven't done anything to these beds all fall and winter. They've just been here. So what we plan to do is blow all the leaves out of the flower beds, and then I'm going to cut the things back that need to be cut back, and I'm going to try to identify the weeds that are growing and pull those out. Many times I am not able to tell the difference between a weed and a seedling that's trying to grow. So if I'm not really sure about what it is, I'll just leave it and let it get a little bit bigger to where I can identify it. But I have several beds here that I'm gonna try to get done. I also want to fertilize all the beds. Tomorrow we're supposed to have rain, so I want to get the fertilizer in the beds today so the rain can settle it in tomorrow. But let me turn this around and show you the beds that we're going to work on today. This is the first bed we're going to work on. It's pretty long. It spans the full length of this fence up here. And it's just chock full of everything. I just put everything in this bed. In the summertime, it has lots of color and just pretty annuals. It has lots of perennials in it. It has some pretty evergreen shrubs in it. And I really enjoy this bed. It's kind of like a cottage style bed where just everything and anything I put in here. I'm not picky about it. But let's get a little bit closer here. See, it's full of leaves, which are good. I like the leaves, but it's also full of weeds. You can see back there at the fence, all of those weeds. Yeah. This one might take me a minute, so it's going to be the first one that I get started with, so I don't lose my mojo. And maybe I can get this one done. But I'm just going to set this camera up and let y'all see what's going on. And Rebel's here to help. He's going to be a lot of help today, right here by my side. Just as I was about to start work on this bed, what I said was going to be the first bed, right here, Danny came out with the leaf blower, and it was like leaf blower guns a-blazing, and he was just taking after all the leaves in all the beds. And I said, hold up now, I've got to get a before shot, because did it really happen if you don't have a good before shot? So I'm going through and showing you all the beds and all the things we're going to clean up, and then Danny can just go hog wild with the leaf blower after we have proof of what a mess it is. But here we go. Okay, that's bed number 1. This is bed number 2. It's not really big, but there are a lot of perennials in there and some leaves and stuff. So yeah, Danny will be able to get the leaf blower in there. This is a bed, the bed with the bird bath, the concrete bird bath in it. It has perennials in here and some things that were supposed to be evergreen. But look at that in that pot right there. The deer, that's some kind of a holly, and it's been in there for over a year. And this winter, the deer came and scalped it. They didn't bother it last winter, but this winter, they had beef with it, I guess, and scalped it every bit. But anyway, all the leaves in this bed and the weeds and stuff, we've got to take care of this mess. The bed around this big oak tree, got to clean all those leaves out and weed it. This is liriope or monkey grass, and the deer love it. I might as well just dig it up and go throw it in the field over there for the deer. This is one thing that I do recommend. It's the Carex Everillo. The deer have not bothered it, and look at there. Look at that little lizard on there. Wait a minute. Do y'all see it? Oh, he jumped off. I don't know if y'all got to see that lizard or not. Anyway, I recommend that, and I'm gonna get some more of that and put it around different places because it's deer proof, it's pretty, it's evergreen. I like it a lot. Hillside bed right here. This bed is full of leaves right now, which is good. It was good for the winter time. But there are a lot of perennial things in here. Look at that Artemisia. That's a lower pedlum that looks kind of sick. Those are two purple fountain grasses that are not perennial here. They're just annual, but I just left them in all winter long. I'm gonna take those out. And look at these daffodils that are blooming. They're so pretty, but there's lots of perennial things in here that I need to clean up. But we're going to get all the leaves off of this bed first. Look at that. So pretty. There's lots of daisies and Gara coming up. Catmint, Nepeta. This is that hillside, a different view. This is from the bottom of it. But it has lots of pretty things in here and that come back every year. And I just like to see all the pretty things growing in it. This right here is these sticks. This is a lantana that I've had here for I don't know how many years, but it comes back every year, and see how huge it gets, and it's so pretty. But I just cut it back to a nub, and it comes back every year. So we're gonna do all this. I'm being optimistic. This little bed right here, I just made this a bed last year and put some things in it. It's full of leaves right now. We're gonna tackle this one. But look, I put some hollyhocks in here last year. I think that's what that is. And look, there they are. Maybe they'll bloom this year. I don't know. Yeah, they're hollyhocks. Look, I left my Christmas garland up with the lights in it and the wreath on this fence because in the wintertime it's so dark and gloomy down here until I left this up to just kind of be a bright spot through the winter. But I think we can take it down now. I think I need to fertilize this gardenia. It's looking kind of yellow. Might need a little iron or something. Gonna clean those pots out. This is my little zinnia bed right here. I planted all kinds of zinnias here last year, and it was so pretty. And look at this. I put this clematis here last year too. And look at how much that thing has leafed out. Oh, I'm so proud of that. This is the first time I've seen it. I'm excited for that. All kinds of leaves. Lots of leaf debris from that big oak tree. Gotta clean those pots out. Look at all this green popping up. That's a daisy, Shasta daisy, I believe. That is sedum. This is an azalea. This is a hyacinth. I planted these bulbs, I don't know, probably 4 years ago. And a few of them still come up every year. There's some more sedum. There's a bunny. I need to cut those little twigs out. They're sprouting up. But yeah, lots of things going on in this bed we need to clean up. In this little bed, he already blew the leaves out of this. That's when he was blowing all this out. That's when I said, hold on, wait a minute. I've got to get a good before. Oh, I wanted to be sure and show y'all. Y'all remember the video about the mountain mint last summer? Well, this is the mountain mint, and you see all of this green. This is new mountain mint coming up. It's an aggressive spreader, and I appreciate that. I'm not mad about that at all. It can spread all it wants to over here. But yeah, that's nice. I'm glad to see that coming back. Yeah, even with that little bit of a tour I gave y'all, I've already got the sweat stash going on. So I might have to go inside and put some shorts on because this is probably gonna take all day long. But I'm here for it. Let's go. Okay, Danny has blown the leaves out of this bed. So all the weeds are really exposed. That, I mean, they're really, really thick. All that back there is weeds. So I'm just fixing to get after it. I took a lunch break. Now I'm back to get a little bit more done of what I've started. I had to put a cap on because the wind is bad and it was blowing my hair all over my face and I could not stand that. But I'm going to show you how far I've gotten. And it's not a whole lot, but it does look a whole lot better than what it did. But I have a long way to go. I'm still working in this bed. Now, as you can see, I have pulled all the weeds from the beginning. That right there is salvia. That's salvia. Now, I pulled all those weeds back there. I think I missed one right there. And that is where I've got to start back. Right there. So, here we go. This is a pretty thick area of nothing but weeds. So I'm going to show you how I'm going about getting them. Like this right here. I'm just going to put my hory in there, pull up. All the rest of this little stuff, I'm just pulling it and getting as much roots as I can. These are just those old winter weeds that get in your flower beds and in your lawn during the winter time. And they just creep in and they really thrive. Some of them are kind of pretty. I don't mind them all that much, but I'm just wanted to take this opportunity to get this bed kind of finished and ready to go for the spring and summer. Get it fertilized. Now I'm wondering, when I spread this fertilizer all over this bed, I'm sure some of the weeds will appreciate that fertilizer and they'll probably grow more too. So that's where mulch comes in handy. You mulch your flower beds to keep the weed pressure down, keep sunlight from getting to the weeds and helping them grow. And also you put mulch in your flower beds to retain moisture. The more mulch you have on your bed, the less moisture you'll lose to evaporation and just stuff like that. And water runoff and especially in the summertime when we don't have very much rain and it's hot as all get out. Yeah, we need our soil to hold on to all the water it can. So mulch works well for that. And on and on and on. Here it is, the end of the day, and we didn't get everything done. I was just being a little bit naive, thinking that we could do all of it. But we did get a good bit of the work done. And I'm especially proud of this bed, because this is a big bed. And I don't think I've ever really completely weeded this bed, like from top to bottom, beginning to end, in the, I don't know, 4 years that I've had it. There were a lot of weeds in here. I had a bucket. Let me show you. This is the bucket that I would use to put the weeds in. And when it would get full, I'd dump it. And I bet you I dumped, I don't know, like 5 buckets slam full of weeds. So it did pretty good. And I cut back a lot of the excess, just dead stuff on these perennials. Some of it I left up so I would know what kind of perennial it is that's there. A lot of these things I had to use the app that I have on my phone. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like, it's some kind of plant ID app. And I had to use it a lot to say, okay, is this a weed or is this a plant? Is this a weed or is this a plant? And it was really helpful. And then I kind of got the hang, because I was just seeing the same weeds over and over and over. But anyway, I'm going to fertilize all this now. And what I have is, it's just an organic espoma plant tone. And it's kind of stinky. But I'm just going to go over this whole bed, just kind of slinging it out. No rhyme or reason, really, just getting it in there. And like I said, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, either late tonight, early tomorrow. And so that rain will kind of help the fertilizer get into the soil, mix with the soil, so that'll be good. And then I'm going to come back with some leaves, all the leaves that were blown out of the beds. Danny chopped them up with the lawnmower, so I have a wheelbarrow full of those leaves. And I'm going to put those at the back of the bed where that creeping Charlie looking weed stuff kind of creeps in and builds up. So I'm just going to kind of put those leaves back there as a sort of mulch for right now, because I don't have any bag mulch to put down. Yeah. I'm going to put a glove on with this fertilizer. Just going to grab it by the handful. I have more in this bed than I thought. And a lot of the stuff that's in here, I did it, it's from winter sowing. I have a lot of salvia, and I have a lot of Shasta daisies, and I have a lot of, a lot of Gara too. I have a lot of Gara. Oh, and I have a good bit of yarrow. This is how fine the leaves are chopped up. So I'm just going to put them back here, and hopefully that will kind of suppress some of the weeds. I'll turn the camera around. That was it. I had just enough leaves to mulch the back of the bed. This is the Hillside bed, minus all the leaves, or minus most of the leaves. You can kind of see all the perennials that I have in here. Some of them need to be divided. And this is tough soil right here. It's not good. Well, over the years, I've added a lot of mulch to it, so that's probably helped, but it's just pretty much solid clay. But I'm fixing to put some fertilizer on all this, and I may even get around to cutting all those sticks down on that lantana. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Well, I think it was a good start to a spring clean out. Didn't get it all done, but got a pretty good bit of it done, which I'm pleased with. If the weather would cooperate, I'd be out here tomorrow to finish it up, but like I said, rain. Have y'all started your spring garden clean out? I was itching to do it. I've been itching to do it. Just couldn't make the calendar line up for me. But today was the day that I got it started anyway, so I feel better about it. Hey, I'd really appreciate it if y'all would like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Patty B Gardening. I just do stuff like this around my house. Sometimes I'll go to different gardens and give you a tour of what other folks are doing that's fun and interesting. Yeah. If you're into gardening or beginning to garden, I think you'd like it. And I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. It's free. Now, there's not anything out there that's free these days except my YouTube channel. So, y'all subscribe. Thanks. Bye.